Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
I can't believe we let you play. I can't believe
Go.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Set. 18 Gator.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 26. Check 26.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Running. Come to the ending. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Boom, boom. Nice 50, nice 50. Cut up. Cut up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Right. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
That's right. Patch it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing on second down. Greer, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready. Hey, go. Hey, defense. Let's go. Ball. 50,
From the gun, it's Jackson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Down. Pittsburgh. 50. Here we go. Right. He's tight right.
On third down, Jackson. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their 48-yard line.
I'm trying to collect. Check.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Greer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassel. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yep. Go, go.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Hey, team six. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer able to get this to Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Greer on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Mike, where'd he go? 50. Go. Strip that ball. Bang. Where'd he go?
Throwing again. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson. And he's got Snead. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
50, Mike 50.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
At that 8-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Greer going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jackson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Set, ready. 60 yard. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike's 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Stand up in.
There's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll try and throw Thorpe Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Greer sets to throw. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon. 56 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10-ounce, 16-ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 83 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.